Items like glasses and a wig that's really make you different. All my friends look at the prints, they can't tell it's me. It's very, very physical. Have to think about the scene, have to think about the narrative. Sometimes I scream, sometimes I really try to cry, try to be emotional as possible. It's just pure fun, so I love it. I always work with a white background where figure stands, and I can actually use the shadow that casts on a white background in the image, and that's really grounds the figure into the landscape. My influence is Japanese historical art. Like, I really appreciate the understanding of the spatial dimension. It's very unique, and probably unconsciously, like when I'm even looking at the actual photograph and drawing the American landscape, I think I've been translating using that language. My work has been a lot about landscape. Nature talks to me like, oh, these things could happen. If there's some location that inspires me, like, oh, I can create the narrative. There's some story happening. So I take a picture of the location, and then based on the photograph, I drew them using computer software. I mean, dealing with the office theme, I really wanted to take them out of the office, juxtaposing this like dark context to this happy, bright, beautiful landscape. It can give some ridiculousness to the work. And those natural environment is where the traditional gender role really kind of shines. The uniform you can see in the work is actually uniform that I wore, and it's a very common uniform. Like if you go to the bank, the teller is wearing this vest and tight skirt, and it doesn't look very comfortable, but there's like a uniform that women have to wear. And I started thinking about like, okay, like why do we have to wear this uniform, and who gave us this uniform? This is a costume of blue team, and here's a skirt. In my work, these women, they're smart, they're powerful. They're hunting, taking hostages. These kind of like symbolize the male task. They can handle it, but they're still wearing this uniform. And it's kind of like putting them in a box, like, this is what you can wear, and this is the mental state that you should have because you're a woman. So the blue team is obsessed with the hair, and the yellow team is obsessed with the heel. And the hair and heel is also kind of like a symbol of the women and then the beauty. I don't want to take this as a stereotype, but I wanted to talk about why we fight each other. And thinking about the whole thing happening right now in the Me Too movement, like we are focusing on the women and against the men, but I think there's a discrimination inside of the women against the women. So I wanted to kind of talk about that in this work, how much we are like trapped in this. Like we are so capable, but we also have a limitation toward ourselves because we kind of got used to being treated horribly and being oppressed. So sometimes we don't see it. The opportunity is open. Art has a lot of potential for the social change. I'm kind of talking about big issue for this work about women and gender role and all the politics. And the conversation's already started. If my work can add something to the conversation, even it doesn't physically change any structure, I think that's what I want this work to be.